Okay, Thursday, 9th of February, 5:30 almost, end of day one. We started off this morning in Iquitos. Bus ride, boat ride, um, then a walk through the jungle, which actually was quite a walk, gotta tell you. But not really a big deal, just reminds you of the mucky tracks back in the old country. I'm glad I didn't bring my wellies with me. I would have thought that, I could do this in a pair of decent shoes, really. Anyway, we got here. It's nice to be here. It's quite. It's just nice. It's just nice. Everybody's nice, and there's I can feel a connection between me and everybody else. Not specific, but we're all here as souls trudging the road of happy destiny, for one expression, or beating the road to liberation or off liberation, depending on where you're coming from or where you're going. But it all seems to be part of the same deal, kind of. We're all searching, looking, whatever. But there definitely is an energetic connection. The whole thing is, she even said it during the orientation, this is an energetic exercise. And I think one would need to be dead or something not to be able to feel it. So I think that's it for well, it's not it for day one, because we've got more stuff to do, but I don't think I'll be able to make a video later on in the lamp. We go down for supper at 6. The company is great. Just spent an hour smoking whatever the local tobacco was called. It's quite pleasant. That he had. It's got a name for it. And we had, this guy's Russian. And we all had these stories, that my stories interconnected with his story. It was kind of like, we've been through it many times. Anyway, it's nice. It gives this feeling that you're right where you're supposed to be, without having to actually tell yourself that you're right where you're supposed to be. And I could go on ad infinitum, but one little thing is in my mind to say, which is part of what's going on, or what's difficult to figure out what's going on. So we get to the boat, and so I walk on what I think is the boat, and then I remembered I want to take a photograph of the bus. So I took a photograph of the bus, just so as I could maybe add it in as part of the complete package. And then everybody loaded in, and wow, I find out that what I thought was the boat was actually the dock. Yeah, right? So then I had to get on the boat, and it turns out I'm in the last person in the boat. So I'm first up in the boat. I'm last in, but I'm first up. The boat's going that way. And so I thought that was a kind of a sort of a little message of something where I think something is something, but it's not. Like, to think that the dock is the boat. The dock is never going to move. And then I get on the boat, but it's kind of back to the thinking, if I hadn't discovered the boat, because everybody else was there, I would have been standing on the dock waiting on it to go someplace. But the dock is not the boat. The boat is the boat, and it's not the dock. I don't know. Anyway, so then we get into the river, and the river's hugely wide. Nothing like this in Arizona. There is, I haven't found it yet. Probably, it actually looks like the Colorado River. It's that wide, so much water in it. And I'm just feeling it, man. You can't help but feel it. You're out here, it's wide, and I'm feeling my finger in the water, and I'm just loving it. I just put my hand in the water, and I see this kid way out on his boat, it looks like a woman is trolling his boat down the river, little small boat, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 feet long. There's a kid in it. He looks like he could be, it's a fair distance, he could be maybe 7 or 8. What's he doing? He's hanging over the edge of the boat, putting his hand in the water just like I'm doing. So there's this young guy, 7 years of age, trolling along, feeling the water, feeling the river, feeling nature, just feeling this stuff, right? And here I am in a boat going the opposite direction, doing the same thing. So I thought that was a nice moment. Okay, I think that's enough for one day, for now.